Hey guys, so I just finished recording this look. It's a very natural look on the upper lash line and a purple color on the lower lash line. I used some teals and some purples to get that color under. So yeah, this is going to be a voiceover. I will list all the products I used down on the box below. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep on watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you like this look, give me a thumbs up. Thank you and have a good day. Bye guys. Alright guys, so I already washed my face, so I'm going to go ahead and start applying my primer, and I'll be using the NYX Pore Filler. I'm just going to apply this all over my face just with my fingers. And then next, I'm going to use a hydrating primer under my eyes, and this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Under Eye Primer. And this is just going to help the under eye area feel a little bit more hydrated, and it will also help my concealer to go on a little bit more smoothly and won't crease on me as much. Now as you guys can see, I have a couple of blemishes under my chin and on my cheeks, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a green primer to cover that, and I'll be using the L'Oreal Secret No.2 Anti Redness Primer, and I'm just gonna use my fingers to place that and to distribute that all over. And as you can see, I have a little blemish on my chin that stands out the most, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more. So then I'm gonna conceal my under eye circles, and I'm gonna use the Sigma brush P84, and I'm gonna apply the NYX Orange Corrector. Now this is gonna help conceal the dark circles a little bit more, but since it's a little bit too orange for me, I am gonna go ahead and place another peach concealer on top with the same P84 brush. And this is just gonna help neutralize that orange a little bit more, so it won't stand out as much on the camera and on pictures. So I'm gonna use, for that, I'm gonna use the NYX Peach Corrector as well. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the Real Technique sponge and just try to blend that out a little bit, okay? And it is damp a little bit, so to help that blend that out a little bit easier. So then I'm gonna go ahead and put my foundation on. I'll be using the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Smooth, and I am the shade 230 Natural Buff. And I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. Now, I love this brush because it gives me an airbrush effect. It's very dense, so it distributes. It does give you sort of like a more not heavy look, but more it gives you more of a cover up. Not much like the, you know, when you use the sponge, it gives you a lighter cover up. With this brush, it gives you an airbrush, but it does give you more cover. So that's why I like this brush a lot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out. And then first I'm just gonna go ahead and press it into the skin, and then just smooth out any lines I might see. And I'm gonna take that all the way under and up on my forehead, just so there's no separation between my skin and the foundation. So for my concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and use the MAC Prolongwear. I am not sure of my shade, but I'll go ahead and look that up for you guys if you guys are interested. And just to blend that out, I'm gonna use the Real Technique sponge again, just to blend that out. Okay, to set that area, I'm going to use a Lorac Pro Contour Kit, and I'm going to use the color Yellow Highlight with e.l.f. Small Tapered Brush. So then we're going to move to the eyes. I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer. So I'm priming my eyelids with Benefit Stay Don't Stray. And I'm just going to put that all over the eyelids. I'm going to use my fingers to blend that out. So I'm going to use the Naked palette, and the first shadow I'm going to use is the Naked eyeshadow, and this is just going to be my transition color, and I'm using the Morphe 332 brush. And this is just going to go all over the eyelid. So next I'm taking a Pigment by NYX from their Ultra Pro Mania in the color Auto, and I'm using it with some eye drops to bring the metal color a little bit more. It's going to look a little bit more metallic, which I love, and I'm just using the Urban Decay brush, and the name of the brush is Shadow. I believe that's the brush that came with the Naked palette, so that's all I'm using. Just so I don't see any separation between those two shades that I placed, I'm going to go ahead and take the same brush, the 332, without any additional product, and just go ahead and blend that out. So then for my outer V color, I'm going to use the color Buck, and I am using an e.l.f. brush, and this is a professional blending eye brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and start forming a V, and start from the outer corner and just halfway into my eyelid. Okay, now since I have placed that outer V color, I feel like I've lost some of the gold, so I'm just gonna go ahead and place a little bit more. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out once again. So then for my inner corner, I'm gonna use the color Virgin, and this is an e.l.f. brush. I don't remember the name of it, but I'll go ahead and link it down below. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing my eyeliner, and I'm using the liquid eyeliner by NYC in black. So the easiest thing for me is to start right in the middle and then start forming the wing on the side. And as you can see, I got a little bit of my eyelid. I'm just gonna go ahead and place more of that gold color, and that should fix that problem for me. So like I was saying, I like to start in the middle and then create my wing, and then just start filling on the inside. And just start perfecting the size and the thickness I want on that wing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start filling that in. So now moving on to this other side, same thing. Start in the middle and go ahead and start with the wing, and then I'm gonna try my best to match it to my right eye, which is one of the hardest things to do. It's just pretty much matching your wing eyeliner and matching your eyebrows. So just try your best, and it'll all just take practice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start filling everything in and try to start matching everything to the other eye. And for me, sometimes using a smaller mirror that I can see myself a little bit closer helps better. So that's what I'm doing right now. So as you can see, I already placed false eyelashes, and I'm just using Vegas Night Easy Elegance. And for my bone color, I'm using the Wet n Wild, the single eyeshadows. I don't have the name, but once again, I'll link it down below. And then for my lower waterline, I'm using the Silk Kiss Me True Teal, and that's gonna go all over. And then for the other pop of color, I'm gonna use the Morphe palette 35B, and I'm gonna use the lighter purple you see there with a BH Cosmetic brush, and that's just gonna go in the inner corner. Now for these brushes, I can't find the set anymore, but I'll try to link something similar. Now for the outer part of my eyelid, I'm going to use that darker purple, and that's just going to go halfway. Then I'm gonna go ahead and place on mascara, and as you guys know, I have to use waterproof, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the Wet n Wild. I'll go ahead and link the name on that down below as well. Now to bring some color to my face, I'm gonna use the Lorac Pro Contour Kit, and I'm gonna use the shade Light Contour. For my blush, I'm gonna use the color Nude from the Revolution, and this is a matte blush. And once again, I'm using one of the brushes from the BH set. For my highlighter, I'm gonna use Marilyn from Gerard Cosmetics, and I'm just using the e.l.f. blending brush. I'm gonna put that on my cheek, top of my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, and a little bit on my forehead. Now I do apologize, my camera ran out of battery, but for my lips I use Nude Peach Fuzz by the NYX. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.